like there was a bit of a gut check in there, I think, tonight. I think when you get the red and kind of they scored early and you're in that hole early, I guess just how would you feel that the guys responded to that challenge in the second half?
I thought second half we came out and we gave it a go. I think after we conceded 2 early goals, we started getting ourselves back into the game. But the start was poor, really poor, and we've got to address that. So not happy about that. What I am happy about, obviously, is the fight and the character and the belief of the players to dig in and get us a point, because I think a point will be valuable for us towards the end of the season.
That start, was there things specifically you were seeing that you felt led to that?
Not in the warm-up, not in the week. I think we've had a really good training week. I would say there's a little bit of anxious nervousness in some of the players, and once it gets into 1 or 2, it can spread a little bit. And if we're speaking tactically, and I think that's sometimes an interesting one, I thought the full-backs of our team didn't get forward enough. And when you play against a team that's playing with three at the back and wing-backs, in a back 4, you're playing against them, you're 2 full-backs at the outlet, and they never got on the ball enough for us. And then they got caught in between positions and not defending, so that was the difficulty for us.
Elvis, 2 more goals tonight. It's 2 races in 2 games, and he does it against his former club. Just, continually, I guess, what are you seeing from him positively?
Listen, he's really good when we go Monday to Friday and train, he's really good. He's got a great attitude, a great manner to his work. And he's come on in games now and made a difference. Now he's started and made a difference. I was really pleased for him because it's against Detroit, his old club. There was a moment there when Seba came on, I thought he's going to go and get the winner, because it works like that sometimes, and it looks as though we've got the strong end of that deal where, we let Seba go and he goes to Detroit, they let Elvis go and he comes to us, but that's no disrespect to anybody. Elvis is a good player and so is Seba, and it was really good catching up with Seba again tonight, but I think Elvis has been, excellent, and he deserved his 2 goals, and I was really pleased for him.
I mean, this could be a stretch, but do you feel like you could have gone on and won it with 10 men?
Yeah, I always feel we can win a game, and that's what I believe, and that's what the belief has to go through to the players, because I think we've got a couple who don't believe they can win the game, they're just getting through the game. And the thing is, and it's like everything, we'll work with the players, and we'll work with them, and we'll train them, and we'll improve them individually and collectively. If that performance still exists, then you change the personnel, and I'll start looking at that as well.
Got to ask you about the 2 sort of flashpoints. I guess refereeing-wise, you had a pretty good view of Hayden's tackle that led to his 2nd yellow, and then I'm not sure what you saw with the Bruno and Amu Mensah dust up, I guess, but your thoughts on those 2?
Didn't see the Bruno one, so obviously that's a straight red. I didn't see it. I didn't see that. I saw Hayden's tackle, and I asked the referee what it was, and the referee explained to me that he thought it was a reckless challenge. So it's going down in the books, and it'll go down on the report as a reckless challenge. Didn't seem that reckless to me, and I don't think it's a yellow card. I think he actually won the ball. Don't think it's a foul. I'd have to look at it again though to give credit to the referee.
Doesn't carry over to Open Cup, does it?
No.
Okay. I guess that's all I have.
That's most of the questions, Ian. But one thing I did just observe is Cam Lindley out here running sprints after the game. Is that a typical routine for him?
Yeah.
Why does he do that?
They all do it. The subs. If they don't do it here, they'll do it. You've got to try and maintain a physical load that you would do if you were working. You've got to realise that these players are all eating, they're all preparing for the game, and if they don't play, then that's a lot of energy that needs to be getting rid of, and it's either today or tomorrow. And tomorrow we're going to have off because we train on Monday, train travel Tuesday to go to Philly.
Anything else you want to add?
No, let's just the thing again. I'm really pleased that we got back. I'm really pleased for the supporters as well because they stuck with us, and I'm going to have a look at some of the things that we're doing to make sure that we get a win.
It was a little bit of a frisky night, early May. Is this better or worse than the conditions if you were playing in England tonight?
This is probably a midsummer's evening in England, and it's really, really nice. You'd find supporters that have sunglasses on. This was England. No, the conditions were okay actually tonight, because we had a little bit of rain before, and it speeds the pitch up a little bit for us. But yeah, the evening ended, I think, well for us to get a point.